Hello guys, Adam here with another exciting episode of Minecraft, and today do I have an episode for you. So, if you remember in the last episode, we're just going to take a quick sleep here, I mentioned I was sick, went to the doctor, found out bronchitis and a sinus infection, so I got double. I won the lottery twice, so to speak, which sucks obviously, but I was out of commission for a couple days, so I took that time to play Minecraft, and I do mean a lot of Minecraft, and I've done a ton, and I'm going to show that to you, and then we are going to do, well, we're going to start anyway. I don't know if I'll have it finished this episode, we'll have to see, but we are going to do a very large project, at least start it. And I'll hopefully have it done by the end of this episode. I'm not sure. If I don't, I will definitely have it done by the end of next. But first we're going to take a look at something else, and then we'll talk about the big achievements we made. Been harvesting up some snow because I've decided that for the Iron Golem farm, which I'm putting on hold for just a little bit, I'm going to do it out of snow instead of cobblestone. I know I said in the last episode I didn't care how it looked, but the cobblestone's really ugly. So, I did some stuff over here. If you recall over here, I said I wanted this to be the kind of rural farm area, and so I built a rather large something. I was intending this to be a small something, but it just got kind of out of hand, so now it's a rather large something. As you can see, it's a barn. A very big barn. We've got an area for our horses out here. Take those. And we'll take a look at this. I'm not done with it quite yet. I want to do some more detailing on the outside, but not sure how to do it, especially... Dang it. Can't get up here. Oh, come on. There we go. Especially along this side, I'd like to do some more detailing. It's very red. I might mix in some of the regular dried clay into it, so it looks kind of like old, dried, faded paint. But got a place for all our horses. I did breed some of them together. I have lost one in a tragic death, which I'll discuss later, because it pertains to some of the progress. But if we come in here, so we got the barnyard area out here. If you come in, kind of this main area here, we've got some stalls off to the side. This is mainly for me to do horse breeding in, but I can keep whatever else I want in here. We've got this long arm here that I went crazy breeding cows in. So we got plenty of cows, the door there, tons of storage here. Not sure what all I'm going to put in here yet, but so far all my horse stuff is here. A little workshop area with some crafting benches hidden in the corner. These are just some upside down stairs with some wool carpet on it, and an anvil. And then we've got a loft area up here. The only thing up there is a bed, so I'm not even going to bother going up there, but I want to continue it around and over this wall as well. And then we got all iron doors across here, so I'll just show you out here. Out here I want kind of a deck type thing, going off into kind of a fishing pier. So that's what I want to put back here. And over here, I might put another porch type thing off this just to kind of add more detail and break it up a bit. But that's one of the things I did. There's something slightly more significant that I've accomplished though. And I will show you that in just a moment. Alright, so we're here at what appears to be a monument, and we're in our village. The bridge is right down there, hopefully you can see that. And up here on this mountain, there's this monument. And if you walk up the monument, boom, monument to the dragon egg. That's right, July 23rd, which is yesterday, at the time of me recording this, I killed the dragon, and I did record it. And I'm going to put it in here. Now I am going to say I was really quite sick when I did it, so I did not record any kind of commentary with it. The commentary would have been really bad. So it's probably going to be have music over it, and I may even speed it up because it wasn't terribly eventful. It only took me about 7 minutes to kill it. It was a lot less eventful than I thought it was going to be. But I will go ahead and cut away now and show you the footage of me killing it, and then we're going to get started on a nice project. Alright, so a lot of you can probably already guess what this project is going to be, but let me just say that I had to grind for so freaking long to get this stuff to do it. It's not funny, but I did get it, and I started kind of making the nether look nicer here, but our project today is not in the nether. And I suppose this does no good to remain kind of mysterious about what today's project is, since you've probably already guessed it. I am going to start building my Enderman XP farm, which I'm very excited about. I don't have any good XP farm in this world yet. I did build a small little zombie XP farm using DocM77's design. The problem is, I took advantage of them tracking a villager that they couldn't get to, and they fell into a trap as a result. And that causes some pretty crazy lag, so I killed the villager. Now, I did a ton of work here already, too. Just building out the path to where this thing's going to be. This took forever, just getting the end stone and whatnot, but we did it. And I meant to leave my... Uh-oh. Crap. I didn't mean to look at him. I meant to leave my good tools behind in case we die. We'll take the risk. We're going to take the risk. I know I'll regret it, but we're going to do it. But anyway, I built this nice path. All the way out here should be plenty far enough for this to be a high efficiency trap. And I eventually want to extend the fence all the way down along here, but I was running really low on wood by the time I made all these pistons and whatnot, so... And my iron supply is completely shot. I had to go caving to get enough iron for everything. But we did it. And the other thing I did is I've blown up half the desert to get all the sandstone. I'm not going to do the whole thing here out of endstone. I would kind of like to, but there's just no way I could do that. It would be far too much work to get all the endstone. So we're going to use sandstone. I think it'll look nice still. So let's start figuring this thing out. Excuse me, I'm still a little sick. Not quite over it yet. But anyway. So, when we come in here, I want to have space for an enchanting room. So let's figure out the layout for that first. So let's see. The enchanting room, I guess we'll put the enchanting room off to the side here. So let's say we entered here into the enchanting room. And it doesn't need to be terribly large. We could have the enchanting table there. And then leaving room for the bookcases. And I'm just framing this out in cobble. Don't worry, it's not going to be built in cobble. So if we frame this all out, we're looking at about this sized room here. Can I reach that? Yeah. Okay, so there's our little enchanting area. And then I can mirror another room off that side for things like some storage and some anvils and whatnot. So that would extend out even more, and I want to make sure I put torches down so we don't get a ton of endermen here, making our life difficult. Alright, so then we will enter into here. Whoops, I almost fell. So we'll enter here, and I want a few blocks of space in between me and the spawning pads. And then we'll put the spawning pads, we'll say, right here. That'll be the height of the spawning pads. And then we'll start building up. So I'm going to finish kind of framing this out, mapping this out, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so I got that all framed out. Right here's our, I think I was calling these spawning pads before. I meant collection area. I knew what I meant. And I built this tower up with ladders. It is 43 blocks tall. That is the amount that we need to drop the Endermen in order to get them down to one-hit kill. And with my farm, I'm not doing anything fancy with having different modes to where they just automatically die, and I'm not going to have hoppers collect ender pearls or anything like that. Oh crap. That was close. I don't know how I managed to piss him off. I don't think I looked at him. But anyway, I'm not going to have hoppers to collect ender pearls or anything like that. It's more trouble than it's worth. I know I'm going to regret staying up here with him angry. I'm going to try to kill him real fast. Because if he goes up there with us on that one high pillar, we don't stand a chance. There we go. He's dead now. Now I gotta climb all the way back up here. But anyway, you drop him 43 blocks to get him down to one hit kill, and I'm not doing any of the fancy collection or anything. There's no real need to. I'll get more than enough ender pearls just doing XP farming, so I don't need an automatic kill mode. And I don't know, just I don't really see the point in going through all the effort of setting up the what am I trying to say? The automatic collection for the ender pearls when it's just as easy to do it by hand, really. Just struggling with my words today. Okay, so we need to build this out in a ring along the spawning platform, which is 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Bloop. That looks right. It's counting with Adam. Exhilarating stuff, I know. It's okay, this is going to be cool when it's done. So then we build this out like so, and I'm not doing a detailed tutorial of how to build this. If, you know, there's plenty of tutorials for how to build an Enderman XP grinder. It's pretty well known by now. But anyway, this is to just kind of get them all to fall from the same relative height, so they all take equal amounts of damage down the 1 heart kill. So that's what this does. And don't worry, I'm not going to film building this whole thing. It'll take probably several hours to build the whole thing, but I'm going to film the first little bit here. I'm going to film 1 or 2 layers of this building. Dang it, I can't talk today. Film me building 1 or 2 layers of this, and then I'll cut away, and we'll see how much I get done for this episode. So let's just keep placing these too high above the layer of buttons. Whoops. And I really hope I don't fall from this height. That would really suck. I'm not even sure if my feather falling boots would protect me if that fall. Part of me wants to try it, but I'm not going to. Then we put vines right along here. Catch them and slow down their descent. And since I've got them, I'll go ahead and put what I've got down here, but you can also just let them grow naturally. That's perfectly fine. Ooh, and I'm going to have 1 more than what I need. How's that for skill? I didn't count that or anything. Actually, I might have a little more than 1 more than I need because the 1 already grew. Cool. Alright. So then what we do, I'm going to build it up from here. Up a ring. So let's do that. And I just realized I built myself a ladder, but I don't have any way to get back to it. Oh no. Huh. We'll have to take a leap of faith, I guess. Anyway, so we'll do that. Then what do we need to do here? We need to... Let me think here. Get out some cobble. So we need to go up on that level. Yeah, on that level we'll put our pistons. So we'll put a layer at this level. I have built one of these before, it's just been quite a while, so... And I'm going completely off memory here, I'm not... I mean, I am using... I think this is Docym 77's tutorial that I'm ultimately using, but I'm doing it all from memory. Oops, no, we don't put one there. Oh, I just lost one. Oh well. It's gone forever, so we put pistons all along here. And I think in his current tutorial for this, he uses pressure plate system instead of the tripwire hooks and string. But I'm doing it this way, because I can, basically. Okay, so we build that up, like so. And then what you do is you place that there. Take you a tripwire hook, place one there. Then we go down here. Tripwire hook. Oh, yeah, we got a fan on my bar. So place that there. Put a tripwire hook. And then we're going to take some string and string it across here. I hope I have enough string. I probably should have calculated how much string I would need, but I didn't. So we're just going to wing it. Run that across there. And then what you do is you take you some redstone and you run it from on top of your tripwire hooks over top all of your pistons. And if we did this right, should I need a bow up here? Yep. It triggers all of them, right? Yep. So what will happen here, just to make sure we're clear, Endermen need a free high gap, which they have here to spawn. They'll spawn, since they're 3 blocks tall, they'll hit this tripwire hook as soon as they spawn, and this piston will push them off. They'll fall down there onto our little collection point, where they'll bring them down to one hit kill, where we can just punch them all day long and get XP. So that's the idea. And I'm going to see how much of this I can get done, and I'll be back with you guys after a while here. Well, I'll just say that I successfully answered the question of whether or not feather falling boots would protect me from that drop. They do indeed. Oh crap. 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 Sword. Sword. So this is the problem with building one of these things. It is already functioning. Oh great, there's an Enderman up there now. But anyway, just a quick update. I only have 2 levels done. I have noticed that occasionally here, some of the Endermen don't get pushed off and they stay stuck in the pistons. But it seems to be happening only on very rare occasions and seems to straighten itself out, so I'm not too concerned about it. I believe that's actually why Docym changed his design to not use this piston and string method anymore. His uses pressure plates and sticky pistons. But I'm not too concerned about it. This should be good enough for my needs here. But yeah, I was just updating you guys real fast. I fell off here. It took about 3.5, 4 hearts of damage, but it does save me so far. And I am, in case I didn't mention it, I planned for 20 levels, 20 layers on this thing. So that should be quite an efficient design. Anyway, just a quick update. I will be back with you guys when I get more done. Crap, see, there's the glitching I'm talking about. Stuck in the pistons. I may have to do some modifications on this design. We'll see when I get back with you guys. I'll tell you what, guys, this build just got a whole lot more expensive. I noticed that the problem with the mobs getting stuck was really going to be a problem. So we're switching to this much more expensive design using repeaters and pressure plates and sticky pistons. So this is going to be expensive to do. Luckily, I've got everything I need. I got all the slime balls to make the sticky pistons, plenty of smooth stone to make the pressure plates and repeaters. I just gotta actually go down and make them. But I thought I'd just gather up just enough stuff to show you how to do this first layer here, and then I'll do the rest off camera. So you put your pressure plates along alternating redstone and repeaters into a block. On these blocks you put your sticky pistons all the way across. And then you'll put blocks on the sticky pistons, of course, which I'm not going to do right this second because it'll push me off. And I don't want that, obviously, but let's go ahead and do this. Break that. And, whoop, almost fell off. That's a terrifying feeling. I don't want to fall off and lose stuff. I don't have a ton of stuff on me yet because I got to still make most of this, but you go along, put along your sticky pistons. And voila. And of course, the one last thing you do here is put a block on it. I'm going to leave that off until I come back up because I don't want to be pushed off here. And I'll also mention, I kind of cheated a little. I turned this to peaceful. Simply because I want to get this done this episode if possible, and there's just going to be no way with me constantly fighting Endermen, so that's why I'm okay with it. Okay. I actually leave that there. I'll need that to get back up. So I'm going to go get the rest of the stuff I need and do a ton of work, and I'll be back with you guys with hopefully with a mostly completed farm, but we'll see. I'll tell you what, guys, that is quite a project that I chose to undertake today. But I made quite a bit of progress. A lot more than I was really planning on making. And I think you guys will be proud of me. So let's go on and take a look at what we've done. Alright. I'll go ahead and take this walk with you guys just so you can kind of get an idea of where everything's situated. Even though I think I did at the beginning of the episode. And I also realized that I told you I was going to tell you how I had an unfortunate death of a horse. I'm tripping over my words today, I'll tell you what. So, my original plan for fighting the Ender Dragon was to do it on horseback. No, it's just no mobs. Weird. So I was going to do it on horseback. Well, I discovered the hard way that you cannot pass through the Ender portal while on a horse. You fall straight through into the lava, and the horse dies. And you lose the diamond armor that the horse had, and the saddle, and all that good stuff. So, that sucked. Luckily, once the horse died, I went through the portal, so I did not die in the lava. So I'm just going to grab us a couple books here, and we're going to see how this thing performs. I'm done. I mean, I keep saying I got a lot done, but I got the whole thing done. So, our Enderman farm here is done, and I didn't finish putting fences all the way up here. But, so I guess I'm not quite done, but I did put them down here. And you can see it rendering in the distance already. Look at that thing. It's insanity. I'll tell you what, I tapped out my resources to build this thing too. I am dirt poor now. So I'm going to have to do a lot of work to get some more resources. But it is 20 levels tall, 20 of those spawning pads that I kind of briefly showed you how I made. And this is what we've got. As you can see, some die on impact. So for some reason, some aren't taking an equal amount of damage. Let me turn down the sound here. And then we've got a little enchanting room here. I'm not sure, some are just randomly dying, but I'm not too worried about it, because as you can see, this thing fills up just fine. I've got chests on the side, a bunch of chests for ender pearls, and then I got chests for the various enchants that you can get. A little enchanting set up here. A bunch of anvils here. I basically only put this many for symmetry's sake, no real reason. But the ideal is, and of course, that you just run along and punch you some Endermen until you get up to level 30. And I want to do the first level 30 enchant with you guys. Let's keep going through. And as you can see, you level up very quick with this thing. And this is my first time using it here, so I mean, other than just turning it on to make sure that the guys were indeed one hit. As you can see, you can run around and get the XP. So this is an extremely fast farm. You do take a ton of... It does eat up your hunger like no other, but I eventually want to put a beacon in here so I don't have to worry about my hunger. Just put it on region. But I can't do that until we fight a wither. So we'll probably be doing that pretty soon, but it'll be a little while because I need to wait until I have enough resources to build the beacon. I tapped out all my iron and stuff doing this, so yeah, I've got a little bit left, but not much. So our first level 30 enchant from this farm. Let's see what we get. What is it? Punch one. It's alright. So yeah, guys, I figure out where we put this first of all. Punch books go in here. So this is the Enderman farm. I will now be able to enchant like crazy, build up a nice collection of ender pearls. Definitely glad to have this now. This is going to be a huge help. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to go off camera and just enchant like a fool here. So thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to leave a like to help me get noticed here. And maybe even subscribe to stay up to date. So that's all, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.